Good morning, YouTube. I'm Zachary Fowler, and I have not slept a wink, and I managed to do it. I got the Bushcraft water wheel roasting chicken video for you. It's awesome. It's done. And as soon as we're done chatting it up here like we do every Sunday morning, I'm going to hit post and you can watch it. It is awesome. I don't know if it's epic, but the cover photo definitely is epic, and it's definitely the culmination of all four of the videos that three of the videos that led up to this. So excited to be posting this, and looking forward to getting on to something else, and possibly also turning the Bushcraft water wheel into a phone charger for another video, and getting on with my next video. Man, it's always great. Every time it's just like when I was out there on alone, when I set a new trap, I was like so psyched, thinking that maybe this time I would actually catch something, even though there was no sign of game there. I was always hopeful. So it's like this one, I feel like, is a trap that I've set and set it good. It's a good video. It's got a killer thumbnail of roasting the chicken. You'll see it in a couple of minutes when I post it. So it is done. As you can see by the live stream picture there, I'm like about to take a bite out of that juicy chicken. So yeehaw! I did it. I did it. Didn't sleep a wink. Haven't been to sleep. I just took a shower to refresh me. Had a bacon and eggs, and here with you guys doing the live stream. And it's awesome. Quite the adventure making that water wheel. Good morning. Can you do a how-to video on knots? Probably not. Ha ha ha. If you need to see how-to videos on stuff like that, I would go check out Coalcracker Bushcraft. He is very meticulous and very well said as far as like speaking and explaining how to do stuff. I do little tips and tricks that are like intermediate and advanced, usually not as basic, and I'm not going to go down and do like how-to videos on stuff like that. Will dog vlogs gone member? Oh, wow. Okay. I had no idea what that was all about. And good morning, everybody popping in. The Bushcraft water wheel is done. I will be posting that in, I don't know, 25 minutes or something like that after we're done chatting here, or the number rises the right amount. I won't post it right now. I got to post it after so that this live stream ends up posted after the video. Otherwise, it'll get promoted above it, and then it'll lose traction, and because of the way the YouTube algorithm works. But yesterday's video was a hit, it appears. 10,000 views in the, I think it's up to 10,000 views. Have you guys seen? If it's not, it's pretty darn close. 10,000 views in the first 24 hours, which means that who knows what it could do. It could go 9,999 views, something like that. 9,900 at least, it says, in 23 hours. That's awesome. So I'm hoping that dropping this, now that I'm 90,000 subs, dropping this Bushcraft water wheel one, it's just, and just Joe Robinette. No, just kidding. What is up with the weird questions? What's the meaning of life? You know what Conan says, the meaning of life is to hear the lamentation of your enemies and feel them tread under your feet. Oh man, I lost it. I was repeating that to myself all the time when I was out there on alone. I don't know where that went to. Why I can't remember it now. So yeah, I'll be posting the Bushcraft water wheel in 15 minutes or so, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. And how you guys doing? With only 7 contestants left on alone, Who do you think will tap out next? I can't make predictions like that against the others as like who I think is weak and will tap out. Um, and it's hard to say because they all look so like they're so well off, and well, especially the ones that have the resources that we saw in this last episode. The shelter, like the last three people that we saw, not including Sam, have like looks like they have amazing firewood and building materials all around their campsites, as well as different. Whereas the others are in like a grassy place with a bunch of dead, rotten birches. Do you record simultaneously as you live stream? The YouTube does all that. So when I'm done, it will post it. And if you're new to this, the live streams are going away after a little bit, but they will always be linked in the video that they precede. I try to do a live stream before each one, come in, chat with you guys, answer your questions, say what's up, and tell you, I don't know, if there's anything unique about that video, or hey, make sure you check out the link below. Like yesterday's video, there was a War Bonnet sent me that hammock. There's a link below for War Bonnet if you want to get your own, as well as if you see a bunch of the other stuff that I use in those videos, you can usually find it on Amazon or through one of the other affiliate partner stores that are linked in the description below. And today in the description, the primary goal is that if you have not seen the first three parts, you should definitely go back and see the first three parts of the Bushcraft Water Wheel. The first one, I built it almost completely finished and had an adventure going and buying the tools for it. The second part, I go and I end up finding an alewives run, and I can't put the water wheel in that river because the landowners weren't cool with it. And but I managed to catch and cook a bunch of fish with my bare hands. And the third one was yesterday when we hammocked it up and did an overnight at the location where I finally did roast the chicken. And that's the video that I'll be posting in a couple minutes. You should do something with fireworks and slingshots together. Somebody said take a ferro rod, and I was like, I have done that, and I tried to shoot a ferro rod, so it bounced and then hit a lighter, so it was like sparking heavily when it hits the lighter and blow the lighter up. But it seemed to do one or the other. It would spark heavily, or it would hit the lighter and blow the lighter up, but not catch the exploding lighter on fire. So, but maybe I can do that on, maybe I can do that unwanted. So maybe I could do that for the 4th. I don't know. I already got a trick shot Tuesday. Sorry, I was actually, for the first time, I had to just kick somebody off. I never knew that would be a problem ever. But I guess as time goes on, people are numb. Where do you do your overnights? That last one was the overnight was on the Passamaquoddy, on Chris's uncle's property along the river. So that's where we were hanging out in the big fern patch there, and then working on the water wheel there the next day. Do you get your boat out of? I did get the boat out of the river. It's in the barn, and I got more reeds. I'm gonna repair it, put a third pontoon in the middle, and then reattach it all back together with some extra structural stuff, maybe inside one of the reed hulls, so that I can hopefully stiffen it back up, and it'll be lake worthy. I don't think the reed boat will ever be river worthy. I think it's very nature, unless I was to do something to the bottom and tar it. It's just not going to slide across the rocks well, and it'll get stuck again at some point and twist it all up. So that's I may try it again next year, but it'll be a different creature entirely if I do. There's only one God. Why do you have a long beard? Because I can, because I am one of the advantages of being a single bachelor is I can grow my beard to wizard length now, finally, without getting complaints. So I'm going full wizard. No, I'm not really going full wizard. Maybe. I mean, it was I trimmed it like a month or two ago for a video at church to do like announcements for church. So we'll see. Can we put links in the chat here? I do not know. You're welcome to try. I'm not deleting. I don't usually, if somebody shares something, I don't really care. It's not a big deal. Some people like delete all that kind of stuff. Shout me out. It's 12 p.m. in Australia, watching in bed, hiding from my mom. Juvie 101. Nice name, buddy. Good man. I watched what was it? SNL, Saturday Night Live, when I was a kid, except for I couldn't watch it in bed directly. I had a TV from a garage sale and I had to stand next to it and hold the foil just right so I get the signal in. You live in Vermont. Hello, Vermonter. I have an old rusty axe. What rocks do you suggest use for sharpening? I use rocks to rough out my stuff at times, but very rarely. I usually use a file for sharpening my stuff, but on a loan I used rocks, whatever was felt the smoothest and things like that, and then I used mud and or clay smeared on the end of the stick. You can see that in my videos, how to sharpen your tools in the bush or something like that in the woods. It's a good video about how I sharpen everything. And at home I have a big old piece of bluestone that was for like a fireplace that it's just, it's like that long and like that wide so that you can just be like or machete down it or whatever you want. Do you know that you can make an underquilt for your hammock? I don't need an underquilt because they are sending me an underquilt at some point. They, I guess they've been pretty busy. They sent me the hammock, and the underquilt is on its way at some point. Yep, full wizard. And what's the thing on your wrist? This is my frameless slingshot that I shoot and have with me all the time. So it's basically, if my slingshot bands break from my slingshot, it's a band replacement, and I can shoot it just as it is. We sell them on the website, and I can hold like that. Boom. I can just as accurate with this as I am with my everyday carry, which is going to be what Tuesday's trick shot video is about. And if you're just coming in, we're going to post the Bushcraft water wheel, the fourth part and kind of the final part conclusion, unless I do a how to turn it into a phone charger. This is my everyday carry slingshot right here. It's made out of a Lucid ski with ash core, native Maine woods. I think it's a walnut on the outside and native Maine plastic because it's cut out from the bottom or from a pair of skis and made a slingshot. So we are putting this into production. It's off being made into production. We just ordered the materials. Beast Coast Slingshot is making them, and with my logo and everything, it'll be full. The first ever Fowler's Makery Mischief slingshot. Forgive me if I'm a little spacey today. I have not slept. I've been up all night editing the videos to put out the best video this year so far that I've put out. This is going to be awesome. You guys are going to love it. Do you own a gun? I have a 3220 pump action Remington. I think it's Remington, like an old one, and a 22 that's broken. I used to have an AR-15, a Walther, and some other stuff, but I just never. Once I got rid of them, I never bothered to get new ones again. It's got too much fun shooting my slingshot. Doesn't cost anything with large piles of ammo. Simple. And I don't tick off the neighbors. So on how to make a laminated slingshot would be awesome. Possibly at some point. Do you own a bow and arrow? I do have a couple bows. That one that I've made and one that was my grandfather's that I pelted trees full of arrows with. Have I ever had Nutella? I have. It's good stuff. Marmite, good stuff. Like it on toast. Don't do Nutella. I don't do sugar. I've been trying to behave myself and do the ketogenic diet, so I've been not doing any sugar. Do you suggest carrying a compass and map into unknown wilderness? I have not done a lot with unknown wilderness. Everywhere I go, I have a good sense of direction, so I've never bothered to carry a compass and or map. I have one in my belt, though, in my cash belt that is on my person right now, which has a full survival kit from Wazoo, and that we sell on the website. And Wazoo sells the refill kits that you can get full micro survival kits that go waterproof, full of all kinds of gear that you can fill your survival belt with. My belt is half survival kit, half slingshot ammo, and replacement slingshot bands. So I literally have like 3 slingshots on me at all times. I got my frameless, I call it the fingerless for some reason because I can't seem to say it the right thing. Frameless slingshot on the wrist, and I have my everyday carry slingshot in my pocket, and right here. And so inside of here, there's a Velcro opening at the top. You open it up, and this one's right there is full of slingshot ammo. And then as it goes around, there's fishing line and hooks and all kinds of stuff, all in sealed little packets inside of there, as well as a boil bag and a bunch of and a wire saw and a bunch of like spider cord and fishing line and everything like that. All available through the link below to Wazoo. I have hunted deer. I've not ever been successful at getting a deer. How much was your microphone? What, this thing? This is a Yeti mic, I think. And I don't know, they're like $200 or something. Rabbit's good. How do you and Chris start working together? I put an ad up on Facebook saying, hey, I'm working on collecting reeds for my shelter for a video. Does anybody want to help me? And he showed up. And I haven't been able to get rid of him since. If you're just getting in, I will be posting today's video, the catch and cook a chicken on the rotisserie. Man, I made it complicated for YouTube algorithm purposes so that it covers as broad of a spectrum as possible. And it's not called catch and cook. It's smoked and roasted rotisserie chicken on the bushcraft water wheel or something like that. I'm hoping this is my million view video. It's really sharp. It's really good. And it's got this pretty crazy, cover photo that's going to get lots of click action. Thanks to you guys watching and stuff like that. It's going to be awesome. Shoot an arrow with a slingshot. That is in the works to build a custom. Right now, the first custom slingshot will just be a plain slingshot. And I'm going to work my way up to better ones that I can make and sell. Trouble getting my fat intake to be higher than my protein intake on my keto. Get MCT oil. You can find it in my Amazon store, linked below in the description. Also, you can get Jimmy Moore's book and listen to that. It's a great audiobook, super entertaining, which is how could a diet book be entertaining? It's amazing. I was entertained, and I'm a total nerd. Like I read books about making stuff, but I have a hard time listening to a book if it's not sci-fi or post-apocalyptic. I get bored, and I was entertained by this. So read that. He'll tell you how to get more fats into you so that you can get into the ketogenic diet and stay strong, lose weight, and become smarter. Did it turn out better than the pizza? Oh yeah. Oh no! If you've seen the turkey one, it's even better than the turkey I roasted. It's amazing. Yeah, it couldn't get much better. I think the pizza one was really my only big fail. I don't think I've ever cooked anything else that's turned out wrong like that. I guess the lobster, I burnt through half of one of the lobsters in my seaweed bake video. Give a shout out to Sam Everett. I just did, I guess. What material do you recommend for bushcraft clothes all weather? I like the Fjällräven pants, and I wore North Face stuff a lot, and when I went out on alone, and I wear a lot of LL Bean. So if I couldn't find it LL Bean, I got it somewhere else. And North Face, LL Bean, and Fjällräven, definitely the Fjällräven pants, North Face underwear, and stuff around home, and just kicking it here. Cotton t-shirts from Goodwill and t-shirts that people send me, and jeans or that's kind of it. Jeans, and sometimes if I have to, shorts. I don't like shorts. I don't like my legs scratched up. I never wear shorts enough. My legs are always so pasty. I look like Casper from the waist down. Do you have a knife collection? I do. I think you can see that in my Breakfast with Fowler one, where I show the knife collection. All right, 5 more minutes. We will post today's video. The smoked and roasted chicken on the water wheel. The 4th part, the final part, kind of, unless I do another part, which would be like how to turn it into a phone charger. I haven't slept, so if I sound incoherent and slightly mildly delusional, that's why I've been up all night editing this. So I hope it's as good as it feels when I watched it through the last 2 times to make sure there wasn't anything that I didn't like about it. Because which you guys usually say the ones that I've edited until the crack of dawn are good. So I think I'm confident that you're going to like it. So, and then Trick Shot Tuesday is going to have a new awesome one. It's going to be great. It'll be wonderful. Better than China. Not that there's anything around China. I got that stuck in my head from my brother who was saying that, pretending to be Trump. He does great impersonations, my brother. Can you show knife collection, please? I cannot, because I am live streaming from the laptop, which is not mobile, not like the old days when I was doing it from my phone. The sound comes out better this way, and it is what it is. But I'm working towards making all that more accessible and more interesting, with putting in a studio right through this wall. Here is a big old barn attached to my house, and I'm going to put in a studio there with seats. It'll be like Red Green meets Letterman meets Bushcrafter, whatever. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. It's going to be a testing area for unboxing stuff and smashing things to see how tough they are that companies send me. It's going to have seating areas so people, when they come from other TV shows for visits and or YouTube channels, that we can sit down, and green screen and a fire starting pit, and it's cool. Uh-oh.
I got your book back.
You got my book back?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
You come say hi to everybody? Say hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
I got bug bites.
You got bug bites.
Yep.
This is my daughter, Bug Bait. Are you Bug Bait?
Nah.
Yes, you are. They love you. They some reason they don't bother Abby and I, but they chew on her like you would not believe. That happens to some people, doesn't it? They chew on you, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we say goodbye and post the video?
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna say goodbye now. Check out the Bushcraft water wheel roasting the chicken, smoked and roasted. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to hit that bell icon. I'm gonna hang up here with you guys. Post the video after I've ended this, and make sure you check out the links in the description if you haven't seen part 1, part 2, and part 3. They were awesome adventures with like really surprising things that happened in them, especially part 2 with the alewife run and being able to catch fish with my bare hands and stuff. I've never run into that so directly before. It was so much fun. And yeah, and if you want to support this channel by shopping the links below and all the videos and to buy the stuff you've seen in this videos, that's always appreciated. And say thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.
Yeah. Say thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Fowler out. Fowler out. All right, talk to you later, guys. Fowler out.
Daddy, I need your book.